everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a girl Churches Stitches. In this channel, I share dressmaking tutorials and bag making tutorials. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, do wait to subscribe for more beautiful videos like this to come. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys the steps I took in designing this satin handbag. If this sounds like something you're interested to know the steps I took in designing this satin bag, without wasting much time, let's get started. So guys, for you to achieve this bag, you need half yard of satin material or any material of your choice. So as you can see, I've already cut out every piece needed in making of this satin handbag. I'll be placing every piece I've cut out for this bag aside. I'll be taking them step by step. I'll be working on the main body of the bag first. The length I cut out is 34.5 inches and the width is 9 inches. As you can see, the main body of the bag is still on fold, but I'm going to divide it equal parts. So after I was done dividing it, I'm going to use my pin to hold the both pieces together. The next thing I'm going to do now in this main body of the bag is that I'm going to just come in by half inches just on both sides, and after I was done coming in by half inches, I'm going to come up by 3 inches and go in by 3 inches on the same side of the bag. So I'm going to use my free hand to just create a curve to match to that 3 inches. If you watch the bag I'm recreating, you notice that the bag is in a curve shape, not in a four corner way. So this is how I'm creating my own curve shape. I'll just trace it and cut it out. Once I was done creating the curve in the main body of the bag, this is how it looks like. But what I'm going to do now is to keep it aside. I'm going to work on it later. So I'm just going to fold it and just drop it aside. So guys, the next thing I'll be working on now is the handle of the bag and also the belt that I'll use to tie to the handle of the bag after designing it. So for the handle of the bag, the length I cut out is 34 inches and the width is 2.5 inches. For the belt that I'll use to tie to the handle after making the bag, you need to cut out 4 pieces. The length I cut out in this 4 pieces is 15 inches and the width is 3 inches. I'm going to be showing you guys how you can go about the stitching of this one. The stitching of this one is different from the stitching of the handle. So watch carefully how I'm going to fold it this way. I'll use my pin to pin it down. At the beginning of this piece, I'm going to create a curve, and that curve I'm going to stitch it. So this chalk I'm using is to show you guys how you go about the stitching, and you also do the same thing to the down part. But I'm going to leave just a small space, about 1 inches, so that I'll use that small space to turn the piece inside out. For For the stitching of the handle, I'm just going to go right to my sewing machine and just stitch up this open part down, and I'm going to leave this upper part that is opened, and also the extreme part will be opened. So guys, once I was done stitching the handle and the belt, this is how it looks like. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to use my passing pin to turn everything inside out. So guys, this open part of the belt, I'm going to use gum stain to cover it up when I'll be ironing all of them. So I'll use this gum stain to just close up the opening. After I was done ironing everything up, this is how it looks like. And like I said previously, that I'll be using gum stain to just close up the open part. As you can see, everything came out very neat. I'll drop the belt aside. Tying of the belt to the bag is the last thing I'm going to be doing, the making of this bag, so that one shouldn't bother you guys. So the next thing I'm going to be working on now is to create that scrunchy effect on the handle. So I cut out a small strap, length 15 inches and width 1.5 inches. This is what I'm going to pass through the main handle. So the length of that main handle, the reason why I took 34 inches as the length is because I want to create enough scrunchie for the handle. So the main length of this handle is actually 15 inches. So watch carefully how I'm going to pass this small strap 15 inches to this long strap to create the scrunchie effect on the handle. So guys, this is how the handle of the bag looks like. The next thing I'll be working on now is the lining, because this lining is basically, let me say, the main part of this bag. I cut out two pieces of the material to work as the lining. The length I cut out is 15 inches. Oh my god, it seems like everything I'm working with is 15 inches. Okay, and the width is 8 inches for the lining. Make sure you cut out two pieces of these. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to drop one piece and first of all start taking the required stuff I want to take in this one piece. But first of all, just find the center of this one piece, and this center part I'm going to mark 3 inches by the side and also mark 3 inches by the side, total of 6 inches. So you may ask why I'm marking this 6 inches. This 6 inches is how wide I want the opening of the bag to be. The reason why I took the length as 15 inches, because I want the inside of the bag to be big. Apart from creating the upper part to be 6 inches as the length, I also want the inside of the bag to be big, because it's this part of the lining that will determine how wide the inside is. So this part actually marked 3 inches. I'm just going to create a simple curve to meet the extreme of the material. So I'm just going to use my scissors to just trace it out. So guys, it's not that you can't just take the 6 inches line just straight like this. No, you can't. But like I said, I want the inside of the bag to be wide, so that if you put your phone, you put your paws, everything can enter. But if you just take it in a straight way, the inside of the bag will be small and it will not be able to contain a lot of stuffs you want to get. I'm basically also going to be tracing the same thing to the second piece of the lining. After working on the lining of the bag, I'm going to be stitching the handle to the lining, but I'm going to just mark in half an inch on both sides so that I won't start adding the handle directly from the beginning of the lining. What I'm going to do next is just to place this both lining good face to good face, and I'll go right on my sewing machine and stitch the sides up, just the sides only. Once I was done stitching the sides of the lining, I'm now going to be adding the main body of the bag. But watch carefully guys, I'm notching this part. Make sure you notch it. This notching will definitely help you very well to fix the bag accurately. You get to notch the lining and also notch the main body of the bag. So guys, and also the adding of this main body of the bag to the lining is from this notching as well. The lining is facing at the wrong part, but I'm going to be adding the main body of the bag right now. I will get the main body of the bag. This is the front part of it, right? I'm going to place it to meet the front part of the lining, which is the inside. You get, so the notches, I'm just going to pin them together. So this remaining allowance is what I'm going to pleat to this small space of the lining. I hope you guys understand. So I'm just going to pleat it to that small space of the lining. So guys, when stitching up this whole body, make sure you also work with the notching so that the bag won't appear in like one-sided form and you won't like it. But if you work with the notches, the bag will come out very nice. So I'm just going to turn the bag inside out. So guys, this is how the bag looks like once I was done with this step. So we have only two steps and we are done in making of this bag. The first step is to add a closing button inside the bag so that you'll be able to close it, and if you put anything inside the bag, it won't just come out without you opening it. So the thing I'm working with right now is this magic tape. You can work with a magnetic pin or anything that can close together. So what I'm going to be doing now is to trace out where I'll add the magic tape and it will fit accurately. So guys, after adding the magic tape to the bag, this is how it looks like. It's just remaining one step and we are all done on the making of the satin handbag. The only step remaining is just to fold in this rough edge of the lining inside. I have two ways of doing this. This is the first method and the second method is just to fold everything inside and stitch down. But I'll be working with the first method. So guys, I almost forgot. It's remaining only one step and we are done in making up this bag. It's just to tie this belt to the handle. But this tying was a little bit frustrating for me, but actually overcome it. I was trying to recreate the inspiration or how they tied it, but I tried this 3 times before I actually got like something that looks like that, but I think it's not exactly how they tied it. So guys, join me in this journey of tying and retying. Whoa, guys, I actually got something similar. Yeah. So I'm going to be teaching you guys with this one I'm tying now how I achieved the first one. So you basically just need to place your the belts just like this, and one part would be longer than the other, and you just you just start tying it just like this, and you achieve it. Just very easy stuff. So guys, these are steps I took in creating my own satin bag. I hope this video was helpful because the parts I actually got complicated is the tying part. I just don't know how to tie stuff again, but I conquered, right? I tried. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you guys in my next video. Bye.